Hey, welcome in. Julia Devine here. Thank you so much for stopping by to check out this video about how to transform your nonprofit consulting business. I'm going to take just a few minutes to walk you through our three-step framework for consistent growth in consulting in the nonprofit sector. If you are here, you are probably considering a career or already have started a career in nonprofit consulting. A lot of reasons for that. We know it's super popular these days. After COVID, people have been making the switch into being more autonomous, being contractors, freelancers, and just working side hustles or going full time into consulting. And people are seeing a ton of success in this. So, whether you are just at the beginning of the process or already started for the last few months or last year, the reasons for doing this are that you've hit your limit for growth inside your nonprofit profession. So, if you were a manager or a director or even an executive director, you are feeling like the red tape had maxed you out for new opportunities in house. You are definitely looking for a new challenge. You know you have skills, you're confident. I hear from people all the time that they know their value and they finally became a consultant when they knew they really should have transitioned into consulting probably a few years ago. And the third reason is that you're ready to change how you work. You're looking for more flexibility, more freedom. This is super common since the rise of work from home post COVID. People want more control over how they make their money and how they spend their time. So, all reasons, great reasons to get into consulting. A lot of these resonate with me, and I know that a lot of these also resonate with people that we have helped transition into the field. But if you are here, you're probably struggling a little bit. You're probably still struggling to define your services, find a niche that feels right for you. You might be having issues landing consistent clients, building a portfolio, and having a sustainable income month over month. Your business feels all over the place. You've been going on Google trying to figure out free business tips and how to become a consultant, joining some Facebook groups, and everything's just not really panning out the way you thought it would. You're not really able to build income enough to leave your job, or if you already have left your job, you're not really finding that you're able to make up the loss in income. And that leads you to feel lost, overwhelmed, and a little bit alone in this journey. It's a little bit different than working in house. We've had a very similar journey, myself and Catalina, my business partner. So if you're feeling like this, know that you're not alone. This is actually where a lot of consultants land themselves after about 6 months of trying to make it work. There are several solutions and a clear path to get out of this and start becoming successful in your consulting career. For just a few minutes, I'm going to cover how we built our business and how building your business the right way can really give you the freedom and flexibility to work from anywhere and build a life and a career that you love. I'll talk a little bit about how I did this and actually got to spend the summer of 2023 working remotely from Italy while running the business, which was amazing. We'll talk to you about how our business model that we developed since 2021 helped us earn over 100K in revenue in under the first 12 months, and how we believe that is completely possible for other consultants who are just getting started. And the reason why is that we're going to walk you through our three-step framework for growing your consulting business to achieve maximum income, impact, and the flexibility. But first, I want to take you guys back a little bit to about December 2021. Catalina and I have been friends. We had worked in the nonprofit sector together right out of college. We had gone into different jobs. I was a development director at a nonprofit. Catalina was a program officer at a major private grant-making foundation. We'd lost touch a little bit. One day, I was picking out my Christmas tree, and Catalina texted me out of the blue and said she was quitting her job. She was no longer happy working in-house. She had someone who was interested in becoming a client of hers, and she was wondering if I wanted to go in on the business with her. Little did she know that I had also just quit my job and was looking for a new opportunity as well. So both of us were feeling burned out. It was 2 years into COVID, I guess. We knew we had some great skills. We knew how to raise money. We knew how to do a lot of digital marketing. And we wanted to see if we could bring those skills directly to the nonprofit marketplace. So as of January of 2022, we decided to strike out on our own and build our own service providing consulting firm for nonprofits. So in January of 2022, Divine Parker Consulting was born. We had one client to start as of that February, and we were focused on building out our nonprofit client base in that first 2.5 years. We were focusing mostly on CRM consulting for development teams, helping them set up their donor database and doing a lot of tech stuff. But we've since met a ton of successful nonprofit consultants who do a range of things. If you're thinking about doing social media, digital marketing, accounting, strategic planning and executive director coaching. There's a ton of demand, as you know, from working in-house. So that was our specialty. And I will take you through our exact numbers for how we built the business in our first year. I wanted to show you guys, just to be totally transparent, our numbers. You can see in February, March, we got our first invoice was paid for $5,300 from our first client. And it took us a few months to build up the revenue, adding more clients over that summer and fall until we got to our first $20,000 month in December of 2022. So just taking a look at that, from January to December, we were able to go to monthly revenue of over $20,000. This was about the time my husband and I were talking about making a switch, putting our stuff in a storage unit, and heading to Europe for the first time for both of us. We had both gone into freelance roles. By May of 2023, we had hit another $20,000 month, and my husband and I had moved for the entire summer to Italy. I like to include this picture here of myself sitting on my balcony in Rome, Italy, June 2023, invoicing for the month of May. As you can see, I'm sitting outside, I'm in my shorts, drinking a coffee, and just really enjoying my time in Italy. We stayed until August. At that point, we were able to move to Fort Lauderdale, where my husband took another job. We have now actually moved to Savannah. So lots of moving. All of this is possible because of the flexible remote options that we have by working for ourselves. Here you can see after that, we're pretty consistent, anywhere between $16,000 and $20,000 a month. So this was just in the first 2 years in the business. If you're working by yourself, you're a solo entrepreneur. Catalina and I like to say that it typically is about 3 clients at $3,000 a month retainer to get you close to that $9,000 to $10,000 a month in revenue. When you look at it like that, it's really not that difficult to establish a business that is successful in meeting your financial needs long term. So now I want to talk to you about our 3-step framework for consulting growth, because we made a lot of mistakes in those first 3 years. Definitely things that made it a lot harder for us to grow, a lot of missteps, a lot of rabbit holes that we went down. After 3 or so years, we did sit down, we stopped taking on new clients, and we said, okay, what actually worked? What has, from all the trial and error, what actually panned out to be successful, helped us grow our clients, increase our income, reduce the time we were spending working on the business, so that now both of us are actually working less than 40 hours a week. Some weeks it's only 20 to 25 hours a week, and we're able to make a living and run a sustainable business. So from our 3 years of trial and error, this is the methodology that we have worked out, and it works out basically into 3 phases. Phase 1 is going to be that foundational piece. It usually takes about 1 to 2 months of really focusing in on identifying your niche, your specialty. We know that we made the mistake early on of starting our business, starting our website, and listing out every single skill set that we had, everything we knew how to do. And we love to look at the screenshot of that page on our website that had all of our services. There were like 35 services. And it was just really stupid because no one understood what we offered or what our specialty was. So I'm always telling our clients, you really need to learn what to say no to rather than just trying to say yes to everything just to get the client, and instead create a unique value proposition that's going to resonate with your ideal client. The further you can niche down and specialize, the more you are going to stand out in the crowd as a consultant who can help solve a specific problem. I'm always telling new nonprofit consultants to start here, start with your niche. Once you've done that target research, you understand your market and the demand, and you have a specialty in mind, you want to start by developing that compelling offer and a scalable service ladder with tiered pricing that's going to reflect your value. In our program, we teach a service ladder strategy that develops 3 or 4 core offers that build on each other. The idea is that you would start small with a service that is manageable and easy to do. If the client wants to go further, and have you implement that service and then go on with strategic consulting from there. The main thing to take away is that you need to have a specialty and you need to have a service ladder that has tiered pricing, reflects your value, and is appealing to your ideal client persona. If you can figure all of that out in your first 30 to 60 days as a nonprofit consultant, you are going to be in great shape to start landing clients and building out your portfolio. So phase 2 is going to be the acceleration phase. And here you're really going to be focusing on marketing and sales. And what we learned over time is that the best way as a solo entrepreneur, someone who's probably operating mostly remote, mostly online, is to develop this low cost, simple marketing funnel that is going to attract that ideal client. We talk about a bunch of different ways to do this, establishing a social media presence. It could be as simple as a blog, LinkedIn, or a podcast, establishing a simple presence, and then building a lead funnel, which is going to bring people onto probably an email list that you're building. And that is going to help you nurture relationships and trust, which is so important as a consultant, building trust with your leads or potential clients. So this is a really important phase and it takes time to build out, but the sooner that you get it started, the more it is going to pay off in the long run. So this is so important to building a successful business is that you build this marketing funnel and you begin building a list of leads who you can leverage throughout the year to sell different services that you're offering. So I really want you to think in terms of what you're doing for list building, not just going to Facebook groups or to LinkedIn and saying, hey, I'm a consultant now, please hire me. That's not a strategy. We've tried it. It doesn't work. And anyone else who's doing it too, it's not working. The next piece after you've started doing list building activities, lead from marketing funnel activities, is to begin leveraging learning sessions and informational sessions to connect with your network, learn about present needs, continuing always to iterate on your market research, and to build awareness of your services that way. Everyone has a network. When we started out, we were in our mid-20s. Our network is very small compared to someone who might be in the nonprofit sector for 20, 25 years. Think about every single person that you know, whether it's in your email, LinkedIn, past jobs that you've worked in, phone numbers in your phone. There's way more people out there. When we started, we actually reached out to a lot of college professors. Catalina had done a nonprofit management program at Columbia, and those are some of the first people who were willing to sit down with us, give us some advice, talk to us about the need in the industry, and really help us to understand what was out there and get our name out there as well. So this growth phase really begins in months 2 to 4. Once you have established your niche and services, this is ongoing in the background for the duration of your business. So if you're not doing anything right now to build that list or to reach out to people and you're wondering why you don't have clients, it's probably because you're not working in this cycle to get your name out there and conversely get people's names into your universe. And then phase 3, which is really going to happen 6 months and on, once you have a couple clients under your belt, you are going to want to put some business operations, standard operating procedures in place, which is really going to help you make the business more efficient. So we talk about financial management and accounting, who you might want to hire to help with your taxes, any kind of legal advice, insurance, things like that, all of the kind of business operations that you may not be familiar with from working in-house at a nonprofit. You may never have been exposed to this kind of thing. Super important for making sure that you're actually getting paid and clients are invoiced the correct amount, that you have contracts in place that are going to protect you if the client is not paying on time or if the project is stalled. Scopes of work and contracts can really protect you and help you to run a smooth business. That was one of the first things that we did. We've never had an issue with a client thanks to the contracts that we've put in place up front. And then once you've done all of these things, you've established your niche, you've come up with a marketing funnel, you're doing these sales calls, these informational calls, and now you're beginning to optimize your business operations. We move into this phase of testing, which is this growth phase where we want to look at how to make our services more profitable and productize pricing structures that are going to help you sell services that are easier to do. They take you less time and you're able to charge more because you have a proven framework for the value of the services that you're offering. These are all strategies for scaling, and they're going to reinforce long-term business sustainability so that you're not wondering how you're going to land a client every 3 months when one contract ends. So if you are ready to make this happen and it is sounding really great, you love the idea of having this roadmap to take you through building out your business, whether you have just gotten started or you are in the middle and kind of stuck, Catalina and I developed in February of 2024 the Relatable Nonprofit Mentorship Program, and the name comes, of course, from the Instagram account, which hopefully you've all seen online. And this is a 12-month program, and we're going to help you transform your expertise as a nonprofit professional into a successful consulting career with this streamlined, fail-proof program. And when we tell you that we have studied every single program that exists out there for how to do this one has everything that we need, all the components necessary to make you successful. We are super confident that this is going to be a great program for you. So what you get is immediate 12-month access to live weekly coaching calls, individual strategy sessions, on-demand training library, and an active community of motivated nonprofit consultants just like you. So just a few quotes here and screenshots from members. You can see some people here saying they're having their first kickoff meeting with a client. Just do it. You'll wish you'd started sooner. Here we have Pat saying that her growth spur is because of the program. So you can see some really great feedback here. I love this one in the top right corner from one of our members saying that after having a live session, she was actually able to fire a client. So super exciting to get to the point where you can actually fire clients and let them go if they're not serving your needs. But it was after a conversation that we had about setting expectations and boundaries with clients. This one was not a fit, and this consultant was able to identify that and replace her with someone who is better to serve her needs as she grows her business. So many people, so many diverse interests, so many diverse consulting paths here. You're going to meet so many people that are committed to growing their businesses and working together to do so, which is just so exciting because you don't have to do it alone. So what you'll learn over the 12 months, the business fundamentals, so how to set up your business right, hone in on your niche, craft your offer, everything I talked about in phase 1. Then we move into marketing and sales. That's going to be developing your brand, choosing your channels, spotlighting your services, and claiming your reputation. Sales is going to be those info sessions, the networking calls, generating leads, and signing clients. And then we're going to move into that phase 3, the operations and client success. So you'll be streamlining your systems, getting organized, protecting your time, establishing standard operating procedures, contracts, and policies. Client success, building strong relationships, managing expectations, always how to meet deadlines and get raving reviews. And in the last 2 months of the on-demand content, we go through how to evaluate your progress, assess goals, address challenges, and plan for business expansion. We have an amazing community, a group of entrepreneurs just like you who are posting every single day, asking questions, sharing advice, and growing together. We have a growing opportunity for partnerships and referrals. And as always, you are going to have accountability and support from our team, whether that is group trainings or one-on-one sessions and strategy calls and check-ins at each stage of your business. So if you're ready to join, we would love to have you book a call with a member of our team and learn if the mentorship is a good fit for you. We are so excited to hear from you, learn about your business, and see if we can help you grow. Thanks so much. Looking forward to hearing from you.